What it do, YouTube? It's your boy AJ, and in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you how to make your own dual caliper bracket for a hydro. I don't got the hydro and I don't got the line, so that's gonna be a part 2 and part 3 of this series. But yeah, that's what we finna get into, and I'm finna show y'all that now. All right, y'all. So as y'all see, I already got the car up, and I didn't want to keep doing the process over and over again because it started getting repetitive. But I got the cover down, I got the axles out. If you want to see that, I got other videos that you can see how to break a diff down. But we're gonna be changing the gears too. We done went 456. Well, we went 390, 456, back to 390, back to 456. I just put 390s back in it again, and now I'm finna take the 390s back out and put the 456 back in. It's a lot. Don't know why I keep doing it. Just as well, if you don't know, I made use of my Vic not too long ago, and I've been to a couple events. And the first event I went to, well, technically 3, but the first one I went to was a takeover with the 456, and the car did amazing, not gonna lie. But then I went to another event in Alabama at H-Town, and the 456, it wouldn't even do nothing in second gear. Like, the ground was just that sticky. So I'm like, well, I'll put the 390s back in there since I'm able to use the clutch now. But now I can't get into second gear because the gear too low to start off from a dead stop. So putting the 456 back in, but because I said we building a drift Vic, so we need to do a caliper bracket, and I'm not rich, so we're gonna have to do this the other way. Matter of fact, let me turn the camera around and show y'all everything that y'all need. All right, so went to the junkyard. You're gonna need another one of these brackets. Well, technically 2, because you're gonna have to do both sides. You get 2 rear brake calipers, factory. And what we basically gonna do is these holes are, I don't know how to explain it, but they symmetrical. So I'll be able, once you pull this off, because you gotta pull this off, you'll pull this out, this a little rivet. What I normally do is, I'm gonna explain all this. Normally all I do is just pull this, and this will pull right off of that, so it'll break the rivet. So if you want to do it that way, or if you want to just go ahead and grab the top of the rivet off, both of those are perfectly fine, the ways to do it. But once we do that and we pull this cover off, we'll be able to split this in half and then take that other one. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know if I need to put the one that go on this side, and this one that go on that side, so it'll fit both like this. Because I doubt I can just, I could just twist it over like that. What I end up having to do is like get the one that go on this side, twist it this way and go this way, weld it down the middle, bolt it back on, and then you good. So that's the quick way to do it. But what I got to do right now is, if you seen the last time I had another diff in here, I couldn't get the axles all the way through, so I ended up cutting the bolts flat so I could just slide the axle all the way through and put the C-clip in and pull it back out. Never heard of nothing until now. So now what I got to do is, basically what I just did, you see how this, like these had enough threads on it to where I could still put a ratchet on it, and it came off a little bit, so now I was able to twist it out. But like these, I went a little bit too far. So basically what you got to do is this go on the back side like this, that go like that, then it's a washer right there, and then you got the normal bolt. What I'm doing is I'm grinding this bolt part, basically all the head off the bolt, grind it down, and then just knock it through with a punch, and I'm able to get that out. So I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all me doing one, and then I got 2 on the other side I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna cut the camera back on when I'm finished. Alright, so as y'all see, we was able to pop that one out, which is this one. This one was kind of still on there, but if you hit it hard enough, it'll pop that the rest of the metal off. But as you see, we got this, and now we can just pull this off. And if you look at it from this way, you see like the bolts is kind of, or the bolt holes is still kind of the same on both sides. Mind y'all, I got new bolts to go in this that I got from the junkyard too, but these holes probably about the same distance from each other. But since this didn't come off like the other one, because the one I got from the junkyard was hard to come off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grind this one off. It ain't gonna take me that long. Take out this back shield plate, and then after that, we'll be able to set this up and see, or mock it up and see what this other one will look like on there too. But bro, hold on. If we get this, I done seen a couple videos on this, but if we get this be able to work, fam, we finna have a hydro, bro. And it ain't gonna take me long, cause I just need to make sure this bracket will fit up. And plus I just want to see 2 brake calipers back here. But once I get done with that, we gonna be lit, no cap. So let me go ahead and do this. I'm gonna cut the camera back on. That off. I'm gonna clean this up, and then we finna see how we can get this to work.
Like you look like.
All right, y'all. So what we gonna do is we gonna take this. I'm gonna go ahead and push this little e-brake, rest of the e-brake cable out. All right. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut down the center of this rivet all the way down. And then I'm gonna place it over this, or I might do this one since this one dirty. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one down the rivet, and then put this one on top of here and see where it line up with this one, cut it, and then we're gonna go mock it up and see what it's looking like. All right, we got somewhat of a template. Now we finna go set this up on the car. We gonna stick screws through the rim, and then we gonna see where everything line up at. All right, y'all. I cut this a little bit too far. I cut the bottom just perfect, but the top kinda iffy. Like it's a big gap between the top, but that's okay because we gonna try to weld this. Even though this a big gap, we gonna try to weld this close, but this bottom one close enough to try to make something happen. So we gonna grab the welder, put it on this side. We gonna tack the bottom. I'm not gonna actually tack where it's connected to the axle because I don't want to heat this up and then mess up this seal or anything. So I'm gonna just keep it down here on the edges, and then once we get that, I'll be able to pull this back off and then finally weld this all together. All right, y'all, so as y'all see, we got this welded, well, a good little tack weld right there. We're gonna go ahead and try to connect all this together, and then after that we should be good enough to at least put this bracket back on. So let me go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna cut the camera back on. Well, now I'm gonna let y'all see me welding it. I gotta get y'all a good light. But yeah, as y'all see, I'm gonna do there, and now we finna finish welding this up, and the bracket should be done. got these done. You can't tell me my wheels ain't getting better. Now this side, I had to fill this gap up, so this one ain't as good, but like, come on now. You can't say these wheels ain't good. Ooh. That's a decent wheel. No cap. I didn't got a little bit better. So we're gonna let it cool down a little bit, and we're gonna grind this flat on both sides, and then after that, we will be done. I already did the other side. I ain't want to tell y'all, but I had to make sure I knew what I was doing before I did it. But like, come on, Nike, look at these wheels. And it still got like the coat on top of it. This one ain't good, I can tell you that now. That's when I was first trying to make sure I could get it on there right. But like this one, you can tell this is a solid good wheel. So I'm gonna grind this one down. Even though you ain't gonna be able to see it, I'm gonna grind this one down. And the other side, I just didn't grind. I already grinded the back side. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I already grinded the back side so it'll sit flat. So once I get done with that, I'm gonna take, I didn't wanna mess the angle grinder up because that's the only one I got. So, and it's the only thing I'm cutting. So I had to make sure I could get everything right. And then after that, I'll be able to install both of these. I got some new back sides too. Holder nuts, I don't know what you call these, but yeah, you just put these on the back and hit the drive shaft. I mean, hit the axle carrier, and then they hold it in place, and you can just tighten it up. So once that cool down, I'm gonna grind these down, and then I'm gonna be able to fully install these. And once I redo the rim, I'll be able to show y'all what it look like after I'm done. You know, yeah, after I'm done. All right, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all. I went and got me some new brake pads, and I put those new brake pads on the stock, the front. I don't even know how you say this now. On the front, on the normal brakes. Okay, I put the brakes on the normal brakes, and then I put the ones that was on the front on the ones in the back. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and show y'all what it looked like. All right, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all see. Yeah, I saw a little bit right there. Y'all see the front brakes? You see, you just got one. Let's see what y'all think about this, man. I know about this, man. It's gonna come off when I drive, but brakes, dual calipers, okay. Y'all let me know what y'all think. We got the gears in there. We finna we finna put the cover back on and fill it back up with fluid. But after that, we'll be able to put the wheels back on, and hopefully these 17s cover, because I mean the front one's fit, so I don't see why the back one's wet. You know what I'm saying? But you see, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Now on the second part, I need to get the fitting to go on the back of this. I need to get the hoses that go in there, or the brake lines. They're gonna be like flexible brake lines, because I don't want to make none. So it's gonna be some flexible brake lines, and we gonna run that in the car. And then which is gonna be the hardest part, is figuring out where to put it out in there. I know my car dirty, but that's gonna be the hardest part, and figuring where we gonna put it, because I still want to keep the center console, but I don't know where I can really put it. So we have to figure that part out. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna have to make me a bracket to make it fit or whatever, but we gonna figure that out. I don't want to put it directly behind the shifter, but if I got to, I will. But we gonna put it in there though. We got that part pretty much done. So I'm gonna show y'all one last time when I put the wheels back on, when I put the cover, fill it back up with fluid. I'm gonna show y'all what it look like through the wheels. Then that'll be the end of the video. All right, y'all, we got the car back on the ground, and as y'all see, we got 2 brakes back there. No cap. This shit hard. Even though it ain't even hooked up right now, just looking at it, it just look good. I mean, you can probably barely tell, but that's about what I see. It's still hard though. 2 brakes. Yes, sir. I really want to change the color on, but you can see it more in person than you can on the camera. But we getting this car together. All we got left is hook it up, and then we'll be finally finished with the drift bit. Cause I don't know. I've been spending so much money on this. After I get this hydro and I fix the charger, I think I'm gonna give the cars a break. Not driving, but as far as working on them, because I pretty much got, I feel like I got a lot of stuff I need to handle and I ain't been handling business, doing all this car stuff. So we gonna have to figure something out. We still gonna be doing the driving, you feel me? We still gonna be taking care of that type of stuff. So don't think we not gonna be putting this car to work. But as far as modding and spending big money, well, I ain't really spending big money on what I just did, but you know, we gotta be adults, you know. Ooh, I'm greasy, look at my face. You can probably see a reflection off of it. But yeah, we finna go ahead and pull the cars to the front. I need to get these back brakes seated. All right. Yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video when I hook this hydro up. I don't know if it's called a hydro or a handbrake. I'm just used to people calling it hydros, but lately I've been seeing people say handbrake. I don't know, but I'll be back with y'all when that finally come in and we can hook this up and you'll be able to put one in your car if you got it. I'm pretty sure all A8s built the same, 4 A8s built the same. So if you got a 488 in the manual, this might be the way. This might be the way you can do it. So y'all stay tuned. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what y'all want to see next. No cap.
She wanna go ride, she wanna go ride. Hop in the Vic, is you ready to slide? I'm loving you, baby, don't fuck up my vibe, you gone.